We knew it was a disastrous idea to make Lindsey Graham's sister, Darline Graham, the senator representing South Carolina. And now she is running to actually be elected to be the full-time, not just interim senator from South Carolina. She participated in a debate just hours ago and completely crashed and burned. One of the most embarrassing moments to come out of South Carolina since Miss South Carolina gave that viral answer. It's like a car crash that you can't look away from. Darline Graham was asked, are Taiwan and the South China Sea national security threats to the United States? And she goes, I don't know anything about national security, but I do support the troops. Take a listen to this. Stunning the debate moderators, and rightly so.
Senator, are Taiwan and the South China Sea national security issues for the United States? If so, why?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Are Taiwan and the South China Sea national security issues for the United States, and if so, why or how?
I'm just going to be honest here. I'm not on national security. I'm not that informed on national security, but I do support the military. My brother was in the Air Force for 33 years, so I will do everything I can to support the military. My dad was in the Army. I'm not a polished politician up here. National security is not my thing, not my area of expertise, but I do support the military.
An answer that should truly disqualify her from the nomination. Now, I've been a big advocate of when you don't know something, you just say it. But if you don't know something relevant to a position you're interviewing for, we might go, well, it's good that you were honest, but you have no business in this position. It's sort of like, if you've got a neurosurgeon you're talking to and you go, by the way, like, where is the brain in the body? And they go, hey, you know what? The truth is, like, I'm not really the expert on where in the body the brain is located. We would go, okay, awesome that you told us that. We're not letting you do the surgery. And that is what we have here as a situation where they are arguing that I guess she's qualified. Trump is arguing Trump endorsed her and all of that, but it's an answer that shows she is completely unqualified. Is it the worst answer we've ever seen out of South Carolina? I don't know, because it's basically competing with this classic clip of Miss South Carolina answering a question.
Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such
the Iraq.
And
actually, that's one of the most famous phrases. Everywhere like such as.
And the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So anyway, you tell me what's the worst answer that's ever come out of South Carolina. Now, let's go to the next rebuttal. Who cares if someone doesn't know about Taiwan? Who cares if someone doesn't know about the South China Sea? Well, hold on a second. Donald Trump cares. Here he is caring when it's related to AOC. And of course, there is always hypocrisy.
But when it comes to war, you don't talk about your strategy. She could have done that very easily. She had no idea. I don't think she knew what Taiwan was. That was the problem. But you don't talk about military strategy. She could have taken an easy pass on that one. That was not a good answer. Could be death-defying.
There you go. So I guess it does matter when people aren't able to answer about Taiwan. This is a woman who has no business being in the Senate. And this is just exhibit A of why nepotism is such a disastrous and destructive force, because she is only even in this position because she's the sister of Lindsey Graham. It doesn't matter that she has no experience. It doesn't matter that she has no subject matter knowledge. It doesn't matter that she has no charisma, gravitas, ability to connect with voters. Her last name is Graham, and it's Lindsey Graham died, and now she was selected, and then she's running. That's it. And it's really putting a fine, it's underscoring the destructive influence of nepotism and cronyism. Here's one more gold mine from the debate last night. She casually says that there are 50 million people in South Carolina. Uh-oh, wait a second.
50 million people in South Carolina.
Yeah. South Carolina's population is 5.5 million people. Now, as it happens, she's running against this guy, Ralph, I don't even remember his name now. Hold on. Ralph, South Carolina candidate. Ralph Norman. And Ralph Norman is also a disaster. He has marginally more subject matter knowledge than Darline Graham, certainly. But Ralph Norman is not a guy. This is a Republican primary debate where I go, we got to make sure Ralph Norman becomes the next governor of South Carolina, next senator from South Carolina. These are disastrous candidates. And just another reminder of we really need to be more serious. And I love the idea of going beyond the typical, lawyer, business person, or family member of elite as the primary qualifications or sort of like feeder industries to being elected officials. Let's go broader than that. It would be great to have some scientists. It would be great to have some educators. And it is a pathetic display, really, of the worst of American politics, and especially of Republican politics. That's where we are right now. That's what we're seeing in South Carolina. And if we're not careful, we will see this on a larger scale in the sense of Donald Trump choosing his replacement in the Republican Party, rather. And if that person wins, it will sort of be a cronyistic presidency. Once again, it's a very bad idea. This is why it's so important to vote these people out this November, take away at least some of the power that they will have to make these choices in the future. Some people assume focus is just about willpower, but if you've sat down to work and you're checking your phone, switching tabs in your browser, getting pulled into distraction, it's not that simple. I want to tell you about our sponsor, Brain FM. Brain FM is a music app designed to support focus. It's not the random playlists or ambient videos that people often will put on. It's music built from the ground up for cognitive performance. Brain.fm works with musicians and neuroscientists to create music that will interact with your brain's natural rhythms. Their patented audio technology is designed to influence brain activity related to attention. This is why Brain.fm is the only music app funded by the National Science Foundation. The app includes a number of modes depending on what you're doing: deep work, creative, motivation. There's a dedicated ADHD mode for people whose brains may benefit from extra support. There's also been peer-reviewed research published showing that their music increased activity in attentional networks and also improved performance on attention-based tasks. Try it yourself with 30 days free at brain.fm/Pakman. The link is in the description.